politics, but generally it's people who have neglected their body, whether willfully or they're uneducated, for a period of time, and as a result of that neglect, their body's broken, and now they need help. Now, my opinion is we should help broken people. I mean, our society has enough, billions and trillions of dollars. Let's help the wounded, but let's prevent them from getting wounded in the first place, right? That's what us entrepreneurs do. See, we solve major systemic problems. Like once upon a time, there was a guy who used to ride a horse. I know this because I read in history. I wasn't around back then. It was in the early 1900s. And if I understand it, he started experimenting with this automobile. And then he came up with this idea that he would create these automobiles in one color and put them on a thing called an assembly line. And people laughed him out of the, out of his town. And he went and relocated to a place called Michigan. And he created this thing called the Model T factory. And then eventually he started producing in mass these cars, and now we're in a car dealership with multiple colors, but all produced on the very same assembly line concept that this crazy entrepreneur did. Well, what was the problem that he fixed? The problem was that you couldn't manufacture an automobile efficiently to give to most individuals, and then the other problem that he had is most people were on horses like he was, right? And that wasn't very fast or efficient. And there's countless times, in fact, 104 years ago, April 18th, there was an earthquake in this area, right? San Francisco earthquake. And, there was a major issue. No one could do business. The banks, were being looted, banks were being burned down, and one entrepreneur shows up with a boatload of cash, and he starts loaning it out to small business people. And small business people then returned it dutifully because they were so grateful for it, and as a result of that, they went and built their businesses, and they banked with the Bank of Italy, which later became the Bank of America, right? So you look at these kind of simple solutions to major big problems, and that's what us entrepreneurs do. The reason why I went into that great detail is because really what Visalus is a solution to a big systematic problem, and that is, we shouldn't have health care, we should have health care prevention. And we should be educating people, whether they be 80 or they be 8 years old, on the subject of health. And that's what we do here in Visalus. And that's how you earn a living with us as an entrepreneur. You get on the 90-day challenge, you get your health in good gear, and as you're getting your health in good gear, you're telling everyone else about it. And the other thing is, the reason why our company is growing so fast and being so successful right now is because you're more likely, and I witness this firsthand, to achieve a health goal if someone in your family is doing it with you, right? So, Casey, when she had the baby, unfortunately, she put on some weight. Now, I know she tried to do everything she could not to put it on, but she put on some weight, right? And Casey used to be a model, right? She was a Deal or No Deal and Miss Oklahoma, and she was used to having the perfect physique, right? That was her thing. And, as you get older and you have a baby, it's not easy. She wasn't one of those people that was just, that you read about like in Us Weekly, where they're like, she had the baby, and 2.5 weeks later, she's down 80 pounds. Like, you guys ever notice that stuff? Like, I don't know how they do that, but they do it. It wasn't the case. So she thought that it would just magically evaporate because she had read about all the other models, like Giselle and all these girls who have the baby, and it's like the next day they're doing a photo shoot in a bikini, right? And it didn't. And then I started this Body by Body challenge, right? And she's like, yeah, Ryan, you do your thing, blah, blah, blah. And I started getting some results. Well, guess what happened? Next thing you know, she's like, well, he's getting way too skinny. I got to catch up. So next thing you know, she's doing the 90-day challenge, and she's taking the shakes. Then guess what happens? She gets on Facebook, and she posts. And this is the most marketing post I've ever seen. It says, hey, girls, I want to lose 20 pounds. I'm going to dye my hair. Looking forward to the new me, or something like that, right? Very marketing. Very marketing savvy. Not at all. And then all of a sudden, 27 people comment on this post. What are you doing? I'll do it with you. What kind of products? What's this 90-day challenge? I mean, I watched it, and I didn't even ask her. I mean, I've been begging her to help market Visalus ever since she was on Deal or No Deal. I mean, literally, like I'd pack her a lunch every day with my products in it. I'd be like, I'm just going to show up at the set today, babe, and drop it off to Howie Mandel, and, literally doing everything I could, and it never worked. And then she posts this post. And then she's got this responsibility, right? All these people are asking her for information. what's this challenge that you're doing? I want to do it with you. Tell me about it. Let's do it together. Friends and family in other states. You know, what's the price? She's like, well, you can get it for free. And then all of a sudden, boom, another chain. How do you get it for free, right? Because everybody wants something for free. And they thought because she was with the CEO, you know, that there was some like special free deal. So all of a sudden, everybody's like, how do I get it for free, right? And then she's like, well, you just get 3 people to do it with you. And I tell you, I watched this happen in my own family, in my own home. Body by Body took over. I mean, it wasn't forced. It wasn't pushed. I didn't like have to enroll Casey. I just got on the challenge. Next thing you know, she's on the challenge. She's talking about it on Facebook. Then her friends are asking about it. Now her friends are doing it. And I watch an epidemic in my house. And now my house is being used for Body by Body challenge parties like 3 days a week. In fact, she's doing one at the house, I think, for our world's largest challenge party. I won't be there, but she's like, no, all my friends want to know information about this. And I mean, this is happening right in front of me day in and day out. So that's what you're getting here when you get into this business. You're getting your health back, and you're getting a system that markets itself. All you have to do is get on the challenge, get conversational about it, get some other people on it with you, get your product for free, and then pretty soon you're going to get paid to help others do the same. Take a step back. All right? My mom always tells me I work too hard. I work hard, but I don't work hard like my parents' generation worked hard, right? You know, this is my work today. I just show up in town, get picked up in a 750 BMW, go to a lunch, and then meet a very great individual who's also an entrepreneur and share, you know, passion about getting healthy and, you know, doing various things. And then I had to take a break for a little bit because that was a lot of work. And then, you know, get back to a couple of emails on my BlackBerry, and then come here and speak to you all tonight. And then I'll probably have to do a dinner after this. And then, you know, ooh, that's a tough day, right? That's what we do, is we talk about this challenge. The products do all the work for us. Now, it wouldn't be this easy if the products didn't work. The products work. If you haven't tried them, you have to try them. And then the number one thing about those products is they taste good. When I was losing my weight and I was struggling, I looked forward to the taste of a shake. In fact, when I was craving in the middle of the night, which my issue was, I might eat perfect all day and then walk past a plate of cookies and then it's over, right? You know, like, we're just going to throw it all away. It's worth it. I earned it, right? It tastes good. You guys know what I'm talking about. They taste so good that you'll find yourself craving them, and when you want a dessert, you'll have that, and it's good for you. So I share that with you because of challenge markets itself. Now, the one thing that's very important that makes our model different than others is what's called our 3 for Free program. And the reason why that's different is because you as a customer or as a distributor can get your product for free. So if you want your product for free as a customer, you host a challenge party. In fact, Jake Trzynski is going to come up here in a second, the leader of the area. He's kind of coordinating and quarterbacking with Damien and some of the other leaders a number of initiatives to get people their challenge parties off the ground. The reason why you do a challenge party is because you want to get enough people there so you can get your product for free. Step number 1. You might even get a couple distributors that want to join you and do the same thing you're doing, and then you might start earning an income. When you start earning an income, you might actually earn one of those black BMWs. And when you do that enough, then you start earning a really nice income. When you help, actually, you earn the BMW, and when you help others earn those BMWs, you start earning an exceptional income. It's really that simple. You get your health back, or get your health going, or get conversational about the challenge. You help others get on it, you get your product for free. Next thing you know, you're driving a car that's free. The next thing you know, you're living in a house that's free.